Okay, now let's discuss how to make a decision, check the critical value, make the decision, and interpret the result. Okay. Let's first talk about the paired sample t-test. Okay. So how do you find out the critical value? Right. Um, uh, to find the critical value paired sample t-test, go to the t-table, two-tailed test, p-value 0.05. I've discussed that before already. Degrees of freedom is a -1. And then the decision is a computed absolute value of t-test statistics with a critical value. If it's bigger, reject null, smaller, fail to reject null. So suppose the t-test statistics is 4 or -4, and the critical value is 3. What is the decision? Because 4 is bigger than 3, so we reject that null, which means p is less than 0.05. Okay. Now, what about if the t value is 1.4? Now it's much smaller than 3, so we need to fail to reject the null, which means p is bigger than 0.05, not significant. Now, interpretation, that's how you do it. If it is significant, then you say something like, after Thanksgiving, people's weight increase or decrease significantly, right? You need to check the mean before the interpretation. If not significant, all you need to say is just a non-significant weight change before and after Thanksgiving. Okay. Now let's take a look at independent sample t-test. It pretty much is the same. Okay. So critical value, to find a critical value, to tell p-value 0.05, right? Check the t-table, and then because the degrees of freedom is total -2, right? Because you have 2 samples. Now, decision compare the absolute value of t statistics with the critical values: bigger, reject null; smaller, fail to reject null. So again, if t value is 4 or -4, right? Critical value is 3, then for bigger than 3, reject the null. If t is 1.4, which is less than 3, so we fail to reject null. Okay. Now interpretation. If it's significant, then you check the means and then you give this conclusion. People like the wine from $90 label bottle significantly more than from the $10 label bottle, right? If it's not significant, all you need to say is just not significant difference in the taste of wine between these 2 bottles. Okay. Oh, all right.